Good evening, gentlemen. Well, now that it's
Wednesday,
I decided to film my vlog video. I've got with me my lovely list of topics to cover so I don't get distracted. So if I look down, then that's why. Justin, you brought up bison steak. You're right. I don't really think American bison are anywhere but America, so thanks. That was a good one. Also, the argument you brought up about consumption, which is, the environmentalists tell you to consume less, and then the ecologists tell you to consume more. I just believe it's sort of people fighting for their causes, where economists simply want the economy stimulated, which is why they tell you to consume more, because that will stimulate the economy, and environmentalists tell you to consume less because that will be better for the environment. So I know you already understand this, but I just thought it would be reasonable to bring it up. I don't know if this quite directly applies to this, but the Buddha always taught that a life in moderation would be the best thing, and that's always been one of my core beliefs, is that moderation in everything will bring you happiness. And I think it's just the simple balance of not consuming too much, but not consuming too little. And the problem with China, consuming too little, results in a very stagnant economy. And I think a balance of those two things would just create a really good balance. Oh, and by the way, about learning Swedish. Awesome! Dude, Sweden for the win. Sweden, I don't know, just everything about Sweden is just so awesome. Oh, and also about the grad parties. I have been to a few grad parties. Well, a few as in 3, and I have two more this weekend. But I just haven't really seen you around, so... Adam, about your video, I laughed really, really hard. I don't know why, but I found it very amusing when you described the Tartars as Russian guys riding around on horses. I don't know why, but that just made me crack up. I found that really funny. I just picture these big, scary Russian dudes just riding in circles around an open field. And about the mac and cheese, that was very confusing, but it was very funny and very helpful, so thank you for that. That was really awesome. And also to cover the topic of now being now, I'm sorry I didn't clarify this, but that wasn't exactly an argument that I was planning on using. That wasn't supposed to be sort of an applicable argument that I used. It was more just a point that it bugs me that humanity makes such general statements, which I brought up the thing about you can't fathom non-existence. That was a bad example, but I see your point. When we use the word now, we mean in the general space of time, instead of that exact moment. And when you say here, it's that general vicinity of that area. I don't know, I'm just getting into specifics. I'm talking about it from a purely academic point of view. It's nothing like, again, it's nothing applicable. It was just an interesting thing to think about. Thank you for your input on that, on it just being general statements and stuff like that. And sort of as a closer, I'd like to see you guys' responses on the idea of keeping everything in moderation and keeping a balance of everything, because that's always been one of my core beliefs, and I just want to test out that belief. So feel free to insult me, tear my opinions to pieces. Awesome. And very finally, give me your theories on why you think humans enjoy music so much.
waffles.